I'm Harley Carnes, and this is Harley on the Headlines. Let's talk for a moment about the Medal of Freedom and Charlie Kirk. The assassinated youth leader, Charlie Kirk, has become a symbol in at least two camps: conservative constitutional politics and Christianity. He was one of the most effective generators of new young voters for constitutional principles ever seen. That his belief in Christ described his personal life and girded his political beliefs, just as had been the case with America's founding fathers, legitimized him in both camps and melded the two. The point of Charlie Kirk was that his logical, historical, common-sense debates with people on the left also appealed to the non-religious but logic and reality-based young people who heard those exchanges. The internet gave the world access to those discussions, and it has lit a political fire in this land and in others and brought throngs of new faces into the fray. Charlie Kirk, like most political martyrs with a resonant message, has become bigger in death than he was in life, and now he's been awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom. His wife, Erica, who likes to speak while dabbing her eyes with a hanky and looking upward toward heaven, accepted the award and gave an emotional speech aimed at growing the explosively expanding movement. Hundreds of thousands of Gazans rode and walked back into Gaza over the last several days as soon as the first rung of the ladder to peace, that is, the 20-point Trump plan, was assured. They returned to the same shattered neighborhoods they had fled, and there is no law there. The multi-nation security group that is meant to police it has not been formed. Israeli troops pulled out. It is unavoidably chaotic, and criminal gangs quickly began to organize, entrench, and have their way. Well, Hamas didn't go anywhere. Hamas has not disbanded or disarmed, both of which are demanded by the peace plan, but Hamas has started patrolling the streets, arresting gangsters and bringing some order to what was rapidly devolving. At least in this instance, on this occasion, Hamas is doing a good thing. They're the good guys. Imagine that. Well, here's a point. Hamas is also creating a lot of goodwill among the Palestinians. It'll be a lot easier for Hamas to pretend to lay down its arms while hiding its rearmament among those friends. In other words, the Arab nations, along with Israel and the U.S., had best get their peacekeeping police force together quickly and deployed into Gaza right away. 2,346 pounds. That is the size of this year's blue ribbon winning biggest pumpkin at Half Moon Bay in California. The farmer is Brandon Dawson of Santa Rosa, who is a manufacturing engineer in his day job. He says he enjoys his hobby of farming, particularly growing pumpkins. He walks off with a prize-winning check of more than $21,000, too. There are a couple of other great pumpkin contests, so we'll find out at the end of the season who actually grew the biggest pumpkin. Maybe that was the one. We'll see. 3 cheers for the people of Suriname, a country on the northern border of Brazil, just east of Guyana. 90% of Suriname is rainforest, and the government there has decided to protect it. That's outstanding. 25 million acres to be protected. You don't have to be politically anything to want to protect the rainforests of South America, because those forests are one of the most important oxygen pumps on the planet. Plants absorb nitrogen and carbon dioxide and release oxygen into the atmosphere. We humans and other animals cannot live without those plants. Yeah, it's good to breathe. I guess that'll do it for today's Harley on the Headlines. If you're getting anything good from these quick visits, please hit like, follow, subscribe. It makes a world of difference, and it keeps me from feeling so lonely, you know. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. I'm Harley Carnes, and we'll see you soon.